Does flying with your buddies who are using 2.4 interfere with your 2.4 video? I don't know. You tell me. My experience coming up next on the channel. What's up, guys? Chatty CRC back here with you. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Typically flying by myself, my normal 2.4 rigs, crossfire setup. I think this was on my 6-inch and 7-inch. I'm sorry, 6-inch and 5-inch birds, both running 700 milliwatt immersion RC 2.4 VTXs on Lawmate 2510. This flight here is just running off of my Mad Mushroom 2.4, Singularity 2.4 on the copter. And you can see this is my typical flight when I'm by myself. This right here is about a half kilometer out through some trees, a lot of trees at that angle. And that's the kind of interference that I get, and I can punch out and everything's good and I can continue on with my flight. But this weekend we had our Flying Club annual Spook Fest fall fly-in, about 95 pilots, and I got to test this out amongst a group and had some interesting results. So I think we had about 95 pilots, probably no more than 10 to 15 in the air at once. I'm sure I was the only person flying Crossfire. Everybody else there's got Spectrums, Jetties, everything flying on 2.4. And this is with the exact same setup. I've flown out here before and never had issues with a couple pilots. But as you can see, it was just complete snow out and disaster. Some of those brown pants moments. Interestingly enough, Alex, I'd Be Crazy, was just on the Spun FPV podcast, and he was talking about his reasons for switching to 3.3 for video for the same reason, just because people were blacking him out and everything. And I mean, I don't know, you could see the flight line right there, so I'm not too far. I shouldn't be having the problems that I was having. The video is a little worse on the DVR, but it was still glitching out, as you can see. Let me go ahead and clip toward the end of the flight here so you can see that I was standing. So coming back in for a landing here, I had actually ran the ground station on this flight so some people could see, but I was just using the Omni. I wasn't using the Crosshair, but I did have a couple people right next to me. You can see I'm in the red. My buddy in the blue shirt there was actually flying with his Spectrum, and you know, maybe it's a distance thing or what, I'm not 100% sure. Now, this flight later on in the evening, when I think there was only me and maybe another couple pilots flying and nobody next to me, you can see I was using the Crosshair at this time, and I'm still getting some glitches, but it's nothing like it was. You know, this is obviously completely flyable, but those lines and those glitches were constantly present out at the field when I was flying. So people just somehow stomping on my video. You know, I thought there was enough separation when you're running 2510, but evidently there isn't. It'd be cool to get someone that knows a little bit more about this, like Trappy or Alex or somebody, to comment and, you know, figure out, is this kind of just what we can normally expect. You can see how far away I am at this time. Then same flight, just kind of diving in and doing my little railroad track run that I like to do out there through the trees down low. You can see that the video completely flyable. It does get to a point where it does break up. I'm not sure if I had the Omni hooked up. I think that it even behaves this way with the Omni. I mean, it would have to because I'm pretty much behind myself at this point. But that's pretty much what I experienced this weekend, guys. And here we are again. This is actually today, just myself at my house flying just my normal type of stuff, and you can see just perfect flyable video, no issues at all done on the goggle, no ground station, no nothing. This was part of another video that I'm going to put up, a 11-minute flight that I did, granny flying of course, but I wanted to see what I could do, and I'm pretty happy with those results. That means I might get 8.5 minutes maybe during the winter time. So anyway, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Try it out, see what you and your buddies can do, test with each other, you know, but make sure you're safe when doing it. If you're running 2.4 video, I still prefer running 2.4 to 5.8 just because there's plenty of new flyers that were there that I didn't know and that were on up and down the flight line flying the little nano QXs or whatever that just could have easily fired up and took me out if I was on race band 1 or race band 4 or 8 or whatever. So that's going to do it, guys. We will talk to you later.